Running high school football show in the state of North Carolina, and also the very best. Welcome to Football Friday. I'm your host, Chris Lee. And for the next 30 minutes, we'll bring you the best highlights from over 20 high school football games coming from all across our area. That includes our big Football Friday showdown game between Hoggard High School and Wake Forest High School. Two undefeated teams that's ranked in our top 25 in our highschoolot.com rankings. We'll get to that later. But first, Richmond on the road taking on Cardinal Gibbons. Both teams looking for their first wins of the season. First quarter, Gibbons with the ball. Whit Neubauer. He's going to roll right, throws a strike to Landon Lawrence, who has an easy score. And of course, the student section is absolutely loving it because it's the first touchdown at home for the season. Later in the first, Richmond with the ball. Imani McBride drops back and lost a beautiful spiral down the sideline to Raymond Knotts. Makes the incredible grab. That drive would stall, and now Gibbons up. Neubauer drops one back, lost one to Brock Chappell. In the red zone now, and it wouldn't take them long to score. Neubauer finds Chet Yardley on the far side, and that is a touchdown. The Crusaders' first win of the season. Check out the score, 31-0. Triton High School coming north to take on Sanderson High School after a late first half touchdown by the Spartans. This would happen. Jalen Evans rolls right. Elijah Holmes would go the distance. Look at this, just juking everybody, telling everybody, hey, you can't touch me. Don't put your hand on my jersey. I'm all the way inside. And things are tied up at 28 after 2 quarters. Triton will pick up where they left off. They got the opening kickoff of the second half. Shaheem Cook. And, you know, he just cooked everybody right there because he is the chef on this field. Sanderson wouldn't take long to respond. Drew Tainter airs this one right to the goal line. Owen Edmondson snatches it right away, and it's a touchdown for the Spartans. Sanderson glides on with the win. Look at this score, 56-55. A couple of good matchups happening in south of us in the Fayetteville area. Cape Fear hit the road to take on Terry Sanford. The Bulldogs are undefeated heading into tonight, and they want to keep it that way. Then there's Pine Forest, and the Trojans are looking for their first win of the season after 2 close losses to begin the year. They're taking on Douglas Byrd on the road. Let's head on down to the 9 dime, where our running Rick Armstrong has a call.
Terry Sanford Bulldogs hyped up for Cape Fear. Both teams begin with great plays. Here's the Colts. Cole Wilson surprises everyone all the way, but wait, a flag on the play. This time Wilson to Ricardo McDonald, flag on the play. The Bulldogs have the same bad luck. Kamal Timms, touchdown called back, but the Bulldogs' next drive will count. Dante Garcia hands off to Jonathan Higgany, up by 7. The Colts turn now, beautiful. Cole Wilson to Rashid Jones, extra point, no good. Cape Fear wins 39-28. Now Byrd, still second quarter, and whoa, Pine Forest Trojans up 35-zip. Time running out for halftime, but Douglas Byrd are within 6 yards. Valiant effort by Jamari Kershaw, but time runs out. I'm glad I was there for halftime because the Douglas Byrd marching band is so much fun. Second half, Eagles ball, but not for long. Trojans' Matthias Winston intercepts. Then Latrell Carter zips through for the score. One more score from the Trojans, and Elliot Dorina runs left. He's in. Touchdown. Pine Forest goes on to win 49-0. Rick Armstrong, Football Friday.
All right, Pernell Sweat heading north, taking on Knightdale. And we love the smoke. We love the runouts. It's all action. Sweat on offense. Not for long, though. Fumble! Khalil Sanders with the recovery on the 10-yard line. He's happy. He's dancing. He's going to be pointing. And, yeah, that's what it is. That sets up Isaiah Brake from the 1-yard line with the score, 7-0 for the Knights at this point. Knights, 1st and 23 from the 50. Jonathan Montague to Jason Dickerson, and he takes it down to the 20. Doesn't quite get to the end zone, but hey, it's going to set up this Isaiah Brake, and he's all gas on this one. 14 yards, 14-0 for the Knights. They're going to get the big win, 47-14. Here's two teams looking for their first win of the season. Wakefield taking on Clayton and Joko. All right, they're already up 7-0. Comets looking for more. Nehemiah Smith looking like Ronaldo Nehemiah with the speed. I have to look that one up myself. 38 yards, 14-0 for the Comets. Just before the half, Hugh Collins to Desmond James, and Desmond is dazzling. Look at what he's going to do all the way to the end zone, 21-0 for the Comets after this score, and he's just still running. Second half, Clayton still scoring. Nadir Simmons from 1 yard out. The Comets get the shutout win in their first win of the season, 27-0. All right, if you want to see some good football in Lee County today, you had some pretty good choices. Just a few miles apart from each other. Southern Lee looking to get in the win column for the first time this season, hosting South Johnston. 10 minutes up the road, the undefeated Yellow Jackets of Lee County High School hosting the Vikings of South Granville. Jumping Jason Jennings has the call from Sanford.
Turn me up now. Turn me up. Turn me up. Let's go.
Southern Lee at home going for the first season. Watch this wild play. The Cavaliers' Julian McNeil with the pick. He's looking for 6, but he forgets something along the way. Fumble. South Johnston recovers. The Trojans change quarterback. Remains the same. Michael Tate blanks with the thievery. This time, Southern Lee turns the turnover into points. 2 plays later, Tyrese Douglas, payday, 7-0.
My question is, what do we do about it from this point on?
South Johnston responds. Riley Adams hits Connor Lee, who works for the score. It's all 7.
It's a dog fight. We got this.
But Southern Lee breaks out the reverse, and Nisheed Williams breaks loose. Gone goodbye, 68 yards. And last we heard, Southern Lee was leading this game 17-7 at halftime. Hey, share your scores, everybody. In game 2, Lee County leads South Granville 14-0 in the second. And here at McCracken Field, the Jackets' Kendall Morris's McCracken pads. Now, somewhere in this muddled mess, Bradley Brown finds pay dirt, 21-0. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say, the Yellow Jackets swarm on defense. This time it's Morris with the interception. Lee County hangs on to win over South Granville, 34-28. Jason Jennings, Football Friday.
He's a comedian. All right, let's head to the Bull City. Panther Creek taking on Jordan High School. Look at those nice helmets. Jordan punting from deep in their zone, and it is blocked, recovered in the end zone by Panther Creek for the touchdown. What a way to score for the Catamounts. And go ahead and put your hands up in the air and wave like you just don't care. Will Clancy from Panther Creek looking deep down the field connects with Sergio Castagnon for 6. Absolutely beautiful. And then Jordan trying to respond. Amarian Blue, well, he's going to bounce the ball to the outside, and he sees a lot of green. Cuts it back, and he's going to take it to the house. The Catamounts win on the road 35-27. Northwood on the road taking on Chapel Hill. Let's shake hands, everybody. We're going to show some good sportsmanship, and then it's going to be on. Joshua Kelly looking for all the action, going with the handoff to Caden Forbes, who finds the hole, brings it to the outside, goes to the end zone. That is a score. Northwood trying to respond. Will Smith not slapping anybody, though, but he's going to take the snap, and then yeah, the play looks dead, but he's powering through the line, goes across to the end zone because here comes the minute line. His name is Will Smith anyway. All right, Chapel Hill doesn't take long, and handoff to Drew Allen, who just goes loose, and he's gone 70 yards. Chapel Hill wins this one 55-35. I hope those kids have seen the Men in Black. Maybe not. All right, folks, you don't want to go anywhere. Our Football Friday Showdown game is next. Who won the battle between Hoggard and Wake Forest? We'll tell you that one. Plus, do you know a high school athlete who excels in and out of the classroom? We want your nominations for the Tom Suter Extra Effort Award. Get the details on our website.
Football Friday! We'll be right back!
I love them because they see the potential in Landon. They see the progress that he made. They have hope for Landon. They have hope for my family.
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
This Football Friday Showdown is presented by Wake Tech.
All right, guys, we're back like a ponytail. All right, when you think about all the heavyweights in our high school football in our state, you have to mention Hoggard this year and also Wake Forest. That is reflected by our highschoolot.com rankings. Hoggard coming in at number 16 in the East, Wake Forest coming in at number 2 in the East, just behind New Bern. The Vikings and the Cougars, both undefeated in the first 2 weeks of high school football, so something has to give. Our beautiful Bob Holliday has the call for our Football Friday Showdown.
Welcome, Hoggard, to historic Trentini Stadium. The Wake Forest Deacons played here back in the 50s before the school moved to Winston-Salem. Tonight, Cougar hero Dexter Lawrence checks out the renovations at Trentini. They are nice. And Dexter's guys strike first. Rico Alston on the reverse, 38 yards. This sets up Evan Helfrich with a 29-yard field goal. Wake Forest is on the board. What a night for the Cougars to Sean Grant. He comes in hard on the quarter blitz. Hoggard's Hudson Wilharm never sees him. Drive killer. Grant plays offense, too. Sophomore quarterback Kayvon Simmons finds Grant on a wheel route. He finds space at midfield, and the Vikings will not catch him from behind. Just before half, Hoggard moves it. Wilharm to Bo Toops for 22. Then the sideline pass to Anesian Session to the 20. This sets up Noah Young's 37-yard field goal attempt. Plenty of leg, but the kick is wide right. Wake Forest uses defense to create offense in quarter 3. Davian Williams picks off Wilharm's pass. Cougs in business at the Vikings 25. Beautiful play here. Simmons puts it up for Mike Thompson. He's covered, but the junior goes up and gets it. 20 big yards. Next play, Michael D. Pasquale charges into the end zone. 17-0. Now here, Hoggard turns up the heat defensively. Simmons runs for his life. He escapes, but then tries a risky throw. Reagan Printy runs it all the way back to the 7-yard line. And that sets up Mikkel Bellamy's 3-yard run, 17-7. Hoggard moves the ball in the 4th. Cool Statue of Liberty play to Session, pick 29. But every time Hoggard threatens, Wake slams the door. Huge sack by Matt DeJesus, and that's worthy of tonight's guest of honor. Coach Reggie Lucas retires Big Dexter Lawrence's number 71, and the Cougars remain undefeated. Bob Holliday, Football Friday.
All right, thank you, Bob. Staying in Wake County, Millbrook taking on Garner High School. Wildcats picking up where they left off last week. Starting with this guy, Xavier Pugh grabs a swing pass from Mason Fortune, and he was off and running 46 yards to the house. That jersey is staying clean all night, it looks like. Second quarter, Trojans down 21-0. Dakari Davis barrels in for 6. And that wakes up the student section, 21-7 after the extra point. But the Wildcats march right back down the field. Fortune to Pugh once again, because it keeps on working. And, you know, Pugh, hey, is working on his addition. That's 1, 2, 3 touchdowns for him. He had 4 before the half was even over, and he knows that WRAL is going to give him all the love. Millbrook wins on the road, 48-7. Middle Creek taking the trip down Highway 1 South, taking on Pinecrest. Pinecrest quarterback Mason Conan, handoff to running back Najir Seagraves for the first points of the night, 6-0 for Pinecrest. Get used to the name because this is a spoiler alert. Once again, Najir Seagraves is who's going to run it in. That makes it 13-3 for Pinecrest. And, you know, we like to show you variety here and there, but if something is working, keep going to it, young man. Najir Seagraves once again, but this time, this one is for 85 yards for the touchdown, and shout outs to him for having a great night. Pinecrest wins big, 41-24. Leesville Rd taking on Wallace Rose Hill. When our crew arrived, Leesville Rd well ahead. Fourth quarter, Wallace Rose Hill trying to make a game of it. Quarterback Xavier Pearsall finds Corbin Kerr. Kerr sheds some tackles, gets the touchdown, 2-point conversion good, 31-15. Leesville, Wallace Rose Hill. And once again, Pearsall looks deep down the field, connects with Alani Wilson, and Wilson will take it the rest of the way. The Bulldogs, 2-point conversion, no good. Are they coming back? Nope, because Leesville Rd gets the win, 31-21. E.E. Smith on the road taking on Clinton High School. This was a good one. Second quarter, Clinton up 7-0. Nidarian Blackwell finds Josiah McLaurin. McLaurin makes a few guys miss. He's in for 6. 13-0 Clinton. Then on the ensuing kickoff, E. Smith's Seth Franklin makes you want to stomp. Fills it from his own 10-yard line. Starts up the middle, bounces it off a few defenders, right sideline, and all the way down. 90-yard kickoff. PAT is good. 13-7 for Clinton. Then Amaris Williams for Clinton burrows his way up the middle, calls right there for the touchdown. Clinton with the big time win, 55-28. Clinton High School on the road in Greenville. Hey, I'm going to be in Greenville tomorrow, taking on DH Conley. Vikings came out flying right away. Little pass from Jason Herring to Quasmeek Cratch, and he gets in for the touchdown. Conley would lead 10-0. Rams answered back in a big way. Jackson Bird flying out, rolls out, big time, connects with Jashawn Middleton, who is an absolute rocket. You can't tackle that guy up high. You got to go down low. That's a touchdown. Rams would make it 20 unanswered when Bird keeps it himself, and he's just in there for the touchdown, 20-10. Just before the half, Vikings fumble the snap. Herring keeps it alive, throws it, and Isaiah Crumpler comes down with it. He jukes, he's gonna spin, breaks free. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's a touchdown, 20-17 Cleveland at the half. Cleveland gets the big time win, 34-23. All right, coming up in a huge game in Wake County, the highlights from Heritage versus Broughton, and that is next.
I love them because they see the potential in Landon. They see the progress that he made. They have hope for Landon. They have hope for my family.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
They're excited, and so am I. Hope Mills might be a small town, but their high school football teams can pack a big punch. A huge matchup between undefeated teams happening with Grays Creek hosting West Johnston County. And then 5 miles away, Southview High School playing only their second game of the season, but looking for their first win of the season. They hosted Hope County. Our leaping Luke Notestein has the call from the 9-9.
Southview looking for its first win of the season tonight, hosting Hope County, a team that's averaging more than 30 points per game this season. And the Bucks special teams begins with a bang. Orion Beckton blocks the Southview punt, and his momentum carries him across the goal line for the touchdown. Hope County leads 7-0. But the Tigers storm right back down the field. Jaden Richardson hands off to Christian Rutledge, who powers his way through the defense and into the promised land. Southview cuts the lead to 7-6. Second quarter, Hope County answers back. Brandon Saunders, little play action, pump fake, and a perfect strike to a wide open Warren Avery for the score. Hope County beats Southview in a shootout, 50-44. Up the road at Grays Creek, the Bears hosting West Johnston. Fourth quarter, Bears leading 21-10. Tyler Davis takes the snap and uses his speed and his blockers to pick up 25 yards. Grays Creek would maintain possession and run out the clock. One final chance for West Johnston to cut into the lead. TJ Denning, looking downfield, takes off and is tackled by Benny Alford. Grays Creek beats West Johnston 21-10. Luke Notestein, Football Friday.
All right, thank you, Luke. Let's throw it back to Thursday night. That was a game for Heritage, and that means that Drake and Thayer Thomas get to watch their younger brother, Lex Thomas. Huskies visiting Broughton. First quarter, Thomas to Tavares Carter on the fade, 14-0 for Heritage. Thomas committed to NC State so he can follow his brothers. That's so awesome. All right, Broughton hanging in there early. Look at this. Latrell Brown with the sweep. Look how big he is. Who's taking this guy down? Nobody, because he's scoring 14-7 after the first. But Heritage offense, they're going to pour on at the end of the half. Thomas, deep. So deep. So deep. He put the defense to sleep. To Brandon Crutchfield. Huskies get the win, 57-14. Another Thursday night game in Snow Hill. Shout outs to Petey Pablo and also shout outs to Rhapsody. All right, this is Beddingfield at Green Central. Just before the half, Bruins with the running back pass, and Christopher Atkinson is going to connect with Jelani Taylor for the touchdown right there. And then the next one, Central's Justice Debro. He's going to break. He's going to run 52 yards to the end zone, 150 yards rushing for him, but he had to leave the game with an injury. Green Central wins 44-6. All right, right after the break, high school OT managing editor Nimble Nick Stevens joins us for top games from our live show. That's coming up.
We'll be right back with more Football Friday!
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
I love them because they see the potential in Landon. They see the progress that he made. They have hope for Landon. They have hope for my family.
High School OT Live every Friday night at 7 o'clock, hosted by this man, Nimble Nick Stevens, and you had a lot of great games tonight.
We did. We had an exciting night on High School OT Live, just like every week.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some of those games. We've got a couple for you here from tonight. It's a non-conference rivalry game as number 3 Hillside is on the road at 1-1 Dudley. Hillside scores first in this one. Wilson Cardbow Jr. does a lot to keep this one alive. Scrambling in the backfield, he finds an open Gregory Lee for a touchdown. It's 7-0 Hornets. Same score, second quarter. Now it's Dudley's turn. Andrew Atmore to R.J. Baker, and Baker does the rest. The Panthers miss the extra point, so Hillside leads 7-6. Later in the quarter, Cardbow going to the air again. This time he finds Deuce Harris. Harris breaks some tackles along the sideline, and Hillside goes into the half up 15-8. Now during halftime, an altercation occurred near the stadium, and authorities decided to suspend the game. We're still working to learn more about what happened, but Hillside will take the 15-8 win. It's a rivalry game in southern Wake County as well, as Holly Springs hosts Fuquay Arena. It's 7-3 Holly Springs in the third, and the Hawks are looking to add on. Joel Sheehan, he's back to pass and finds Owen Carlson. Carlson into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's the final score. Not a lot of scoring in this one. Holly Springs beats Fuquay Arena 14-3. From last night, Willow Spring and Seaforth looking for their first wins in school history, and Willow Spring leads 23-0. Early third quarter, Seaforth on offense. Back to pass, but this one is picked off by Jeremiah Gray just outside the 25. Gray is going the other direction, and he will find the end zone. First defensive touchdown in school history for Willow Spring. Willow Spring having a good night tonight, back on defense, and there's another turnover coming. Chris Harrington picks off another Seaforth pass to give Willow Spring the ball at the 40. Give them the turnover chain. It's all about the defense this half. And that turnover leads to the Kevin Thompson 5-yard touchdown run to put the Storm up 36-0. How about some more defense? Seaforth passing again. Willow Spring picking it off again. Charlie Hooks with this INT. He will six this one as well. Another defensive touchdown for the Storm makes it 43-0. And Willow Spring gets its first win in school history. Chasen Ingram Gray finding Cameron Howard for another score as the Storm beat Seaforth 49-0. And finally, Northern Durham at Southern Durham on Thursday night. Spartans score first. Jordan McClure connects with A.J. Mebin for a 10-yard touchdown. It's 8-0 Spartans. Still first quarter, McClure going to the air again for another touchdown. Southern Durham leads Northern 16-0 after one. And it is all Southern Durham in this one. They go on to win 38-6. Check out the halfback pass here, though. Nice win for Southern Durham.
Nice. Well, I ended last week saying shout-outs to Willow Spring. I'm going to say it once again. Shout-outs to them. Chris Hooks, Jeremiah Gray, right? The interceptions for the touchdowns. Shout-outs to you guys. Good job for you. And good job to everybody who played tonight. Thank you so much for watching Football Friday.